Hi guys, and welcome back to Keep Smiling Adventures on this very misty, very cold morning. Now, if you watched my previous video, we did how many miles against us, so I'm just sort of heading back home now, back to Bournemouth. So I've got a nice little 100-mile to ride. And there's days like this where it's cold, it's miserable. This sort of time of the year in general, it just becomes quite hard to find the motivation to get off your ass and get on your bike sometimes. There are a few things that I have done over the years to just make sure I always get a bit of time on the bike all year round. And one of them things is, I hear a lot of people saying, you know, get up early, get out, seize the day, get up at 4 in the morning. And honestly, I just don't see the point. If you are not a morning person, especially in the winter, it's even harder. Why bother? Don't bother getting up super early. Enjoy a bit more of a lay-in, sleep a bit longer, and seize the day another way. Wait until the evenings, the late afternoons. I know it's dark, but if you're not a morning person, enjoy your sleep and wait for the end of the day. Go out. Night riding is a lot of fun. A lot more fun than people give it credit to. Don't get me wrong, I love early mornings sometimes, but in my experience, you're way more likely to just set an alarm really early, say, okay, I'm gonna go out early. You set that alarm, and then you just keep hitting the snooze, and then all day you feel bad because you didn't wake up and you didn't go out for a ride. So screw the really early morning rides. If you're not a morning person, just literally wait until the afternoon. In the winter, I go into a bit of hibernation mode. I can barely wake up until like 9 AM some days. And so that's what I kind of do. I end up waking up later, and you just won't feel as bad about just hitting that snooze alarm because you don't need to set an alarm. I'm going to continue this ride. It's very cold. It's also very, very misty, as you can see behind me. But yeah, that's my number one tip, how to get off your ass. Just don't wake up early and go later in the evening. Right, let's ride. Another thing that I do is make my rides not about the ride, but actually about the destination. Now, most of the time, my rides are normally about the riding, but towards the winter, then horrible cold days, wet days, make them more about the destination. It's much nicer on a cold day to just think, okay, let's go visit this place or that place. Maybe it's a city, maybe it's a village, maybe it's just your parents. I don't know. I think making your winter rides more about the destination, the ride, I think is a great way to sort of push yourself out and get outside on the bike. If you want to go somewhere and you make getting there by riding your bike the way of doing it, then you're already on your bike. Now, I'm about 36 miles into this ride. As you can see, the sun is starting to shine. That's another reason to get out on your bike. Even if it seems all misty and horrible and cold, it quite often gets better. Let's continue. Drivers, that's what you gotta do. And cyclists going up a steep hill, stop and give them some motivation, give them a round of applause, just like that driver did. Alright guys, about halfway through my ride today, about 55 miles. Perfect time at the top of this massive hill to stop for, you know what, good old Ginsters. And the great thing is now, the science has been done. We know that this, at least 100 more miles on this one Ginsters. And I've only got about 55 to go, so decent. Oh, it's always a brutal climb, but time for Ginsters o'clock. And then we're going to descend that beautiful, beautiful hill. Now as I climb this absolutely beautiful hill, look at that, absolutely gorgeous behind me. I think the best thing you can do if you really want to ride your bike, oh yeah, is in the summer, start commuting to work, or basically anytime you take your car, try and switch that to your bike as much as possible. And then by the winter, you'll be absolutely fine to ride through the winter on your bike. Yes, it's a bit colder, sort of takes a bit longer sometimes, but it's beautiful and it's going to save you so much money, keep you fit, and in a way it kind of forces you to get on your bike. It's a win-win, whether you enjoy riding just to keep yourself fit or you just generally love to ride your bike. It's a win-win situation. If you ride to work, you are getting your exercise. And I think for a lot of people is they think, I can't ride to work, it's too far, so they think, right, I'll ride on the weekend, but by the time the weekend comes, or whenever your days off are, you're just too tired, you've worked too hard. You might as well just be that little extra bit tired in the week, get to ride your bike at least twice a day to and from work, and then when you get to the weekend or your days off, you won't feel as guilty for not riding your bike because you've been doing it all week. For me, they are the best ways to just force yourself to get off your ass in the winter, in the cold months. I'd love to hear what you guys do to make yourself ride, or do you just give up riding in the winter? Are you a fair weather cyclist? Comments down below what you do or what you don't do, and give some people some advice below if they're new to cycling. And there's a bit of a short video this one, but keep smiling, enjoy the adventure.